I didn't really see it coming and ended up in the air, just in the rocks, upside down. So I was a bit like, whoa, what happened? Hey, we're here in SNOWSHOE America for round 7 of the World Cup. We're still leading the overall. It's really tight. It's gonna be pretty hard. This track is mega tricky and technical, physical also. So let's hope to do well this weekend. Those heavies. So today we're gonna start practice like in a few. We have 2 sessions. I want to do 3 runs in each session. First run, just try to get my mark, try some of the lines I saw yesterday. Second run, adapt from the first run and maybe try some new lines. Stop where the boys are on the track, helping us on lines, and try to discuss a little bit what they've seen. Third run, start to put some pace, and then this afternoon, like kind of start validating lines and go a little faster, and then hopefully find some good settings for the bikes too, and works like this, I'll be happy. So the fork is really reactive to the pressure, and right now we have a specific cartridge, but I'm gonna change a little bit the range of the travel that I'm using, and hopefully like correct the balance. So it is really sensitive, so a 0.5 or 1 psi has quite a big influence on the feelings. I feel like it's a little bit too high for me, so because of the layout of the track, it's kind of flat and rough. I'm kind of sitting too much on the rear still. So we'll do a run with the data bike to analyze it later and see if that's an actual feeling or if it's just me in my brain. And depending on what we found, adjust it to tomorrow. Yeah, the 2 bikes we have, so data and race bike, are exactly the same geo, same brakes, all good. Both have braked-in braking pads, same suspension, same cartridge, same grips, everything. So it's supposed to be exactly the same, even though it never feels 100% the same. But it's really fairly close, so I get used to it after 1 turn. Tomorrow, the track apparently is going to be wetter, more wet. Can you say wetter? So yeah, tomorrow might be more wet. Bike's good. The tires were pretty good today. Like I've tried different pressure, and for first day it was productive, no big crashes. And satisfied. That's what I wanted to do, actually. Satisfied.
It's Quali day today, so few points to grab this afternoon, and also 2 more race run tomorrow with some big points really important for the overall. It's really tight between, I would like to say, 5 or 6 riders currently. So let's see, like today and tomorrow, how is it going? Because in Mont Saint-Anne for the last round, it's 250 points in final only. It's no point in quali, neither in semi. So it's pretty tight. So every round counts, and gonna be really, really interesting to see where the top 5, top 6 are standing for all the race runs. Gonna be sick.
Yeah, qualifying is a weird one because it's still pretty early in the weekend. You don't really know who's doing what. Going into qualifying, I was a little bit skeptical with the pace, with the track, because the track was drying up in some places, not at all in other places, so it's really hard to judge. And last year I got trapped, it was a bit the same in finals, and I just crashed and didn't finish. So I was really tried to be smarter for qualifying, and pushed too much at the start and ended up making mistakes and wasting time on being late in the turns, and then kind of got it together, and then I don't know, the last rocks, somehow the flat ones I don't really do well, so I need to find a solution for tomorrow and somehow carry way more speed, because on 25-26 seconds I lose 2 seconds. So luckily I was faster, not way faster, but I was pretty good after the third split, which is just before those flat rocks. Because every time I was coming into the rock garden I was just a little bit like unsure, you know, about if it was going to be okay or not, so I just went to a safer one. Even though it's a little bit longer, I feel like I can get it pretty much every time good. But I lost a lot of time and then gained a little bit at the bottom again, but yeah, I don't know yet how to handle that, so I'll look at the GoPro tonight. I know some mistakes I've made, but there's no 2 seconds, so I need to change something. It's cool to see that American people also cheer for Europeans, but it's really important to just like take 2 minutes there and there and sign something, take a photo, because most of them come from pretty far away, and they also come to see you and talk for a minute with you, so I like to do that. And I'm happy if Americans cheer on me and like me, because it's like, for me it's like homeland of mountain biking, so I like it here and I like to race it. Last full run I was like, yak, tak, tak, tak. Then I lost all the speed and I was like, I think I know why I f***ed it, so hopefully in semi-finals I can sort it, and in finals just pin it. Every day it's like readapting to the greasiness, so you start hyped and good from the day before, and it's all like way sketchier, and you can slow down and then it dries again, so it's a non-stop changing conditions, so it's a little bit hard, but I don't know, a bit stressed out, maybe nervous.
Yeah, he's just gone into first. He's pulled 2 seconds back on the fourth split, so looking good.
Today was like gonna go well. We had some good weather announced and we had everything dialed on the bike. I rode well in semis, did some mistakes and still like won with a good margin, so I was like good confidence boost, but I was also trying not to be too confident, you know, like use it instead of sometimes pay the price of being too confident. So I was like regrouping, a little bit of like trying to change a few things on my lines and try to correct like a few mistakes, but physically it was hard. Like honestly, the day was the end of a long week. I could feel the tiredness, the fatigue, but yeah, felt good. Still, I felt like I was in a good spot, good zone. Went to the start, felt really good. I was like breathing, trying to stay in the zone, and like started off kind of mellow, I would say, because I know that like I wanted to take my time. Most of the race was gonna be made at the bottom, pretty much. So I just wanted to be in pace, but not like overdo things. I bent my crank, so in the long road garden, so I couldn't pedal after that. So I was like, oh, second to last road garden. I carried good speed, and then didn't need to pedal. And then as I regrouped to finish the last road garden, to like kind of focus for it, I just went. I was a bit close to a tree, and it slightly touched it, and then I didn't really see it coming, and ended up in the air, just in the rocks, upside down. So I was a bit like, whoa, what happened? Just like a bit shocked, bit beaten also. Took me a minute to know if I really wanted to finish the run and grab some points, or I just lay there for a second, you know. But I took the bike, finished, didn't have the chain on anymore, so obviously finished really slow, but at least I did. I felt like I was hitting everything decent, carrying good speed, and I was like, I think I was in the grid now. So I was like hitting my strength, like I was feeling good about the rocks. So it's a shame because I could have probably done much better than that, but you know, racing on this track all week has been tough for many people, like everybody pretty much, and mistakes were not so loud. Then I just didn't do many, but at the wrong time maybe. So it is what it is, but for sure it helps, like both mentally for the overall and physically. But right now I'm gonna go start working on it, and make sure we do everything to be ready. So should be fun.
This is your leader.